Hey guys, it's Monk, aka the guy that sits in a dark room and talks to himself. I'm gonna be rambling about darkness and why it means so much to me. So, I think darkness is pretty much the greatest thing ever. You can really be yourself in the dark. Definitely a night owl. Um, Maybe it's not the darkness per se, but being alone, the anxiety melts away and you can really be who you are, with no um, difficulties, no drawbacks, no expectations to fit in. Um, when I walk at night, it's not just a leisurely stroll, looking around, watching the cars go by, if there are any. Um, it's more energetic, exciting. I dance, I twirl, I jump, I spin. Um, it's just a different kind of feeling because these are the things that I want to do. I wish I could do in the light, and if I did do them, or if I had the courage to do them, uh, I would be judged. I'd be looked at like I'm weird, and a lot of people say, "Be yourself. Don't care. Don't give a fuck what other people think." But that's a lot easier said than done, especially in your day-to-day life, work, school, friends, and family. You have to keep up appearances, and it's just taxing, to be the person that you are. Like, I'm cynical. Like, and I use that in my day-to-day to get ahead. Like, I'll probably make another video about like how you can use being cynical to your advantage. But long story short, that's just who I am, and I have to tone that down. That despair, not despair, but it's probably a harsher word, but that almost melancholy I feel about life and just in general. That more existential than anything. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's just how I feel, and I don't think it's a bad feeling. It's just how I feel. Some people are happy all the time. Me, I'm just more of a destitute kind of guy. And I like diving into that feeling of melancholy, despair. Um, I wouldn't call it depression because then I don't want to do anything. I'm numb. I don't feel anything. But this is like, I would say, my default mode. And I could be silly and spontaneous and have high expectations and hopes and dreams also, but that's not what I usually do. And I guess now I'm talking about the darkness in my mind, and I feel like that helps me. It gives me an edge over more willful and hopeful people. Like, if you have low expectations, then something good happens that is higher than your expectations, you automatically have a good day. Like, I remember uh, comedians driving cars getting coffee. They had Jim Carrey on there, and he said that it only takes a small amount to get happy. Like low expectations or doing something small to psych yourself up will help you in the long run have a greater day. And I don't think he meant like in the way that I'm putting it, but of course my cynical mind trains myself and really uses everything to go with that mythology, or that psychology. I'm pretty sure this is not how he intended it to be, but I use it in that way. And that's the same way I use pretty much everything. All resources available to me is going into that cynical mind and trying to help me along the way in the best way that I know how and the best way I can. But back to walking at night and riding my bike. That's probably one of the best feelings ever. Back when the coronavirus first hit around March, April, I would take my bike out. I didn't have a job, so I'd take my bike out and I'd ride or walk for hours. Like, I'd go out at 1 and I didn't come home until like 5 or 6 when I started to see cars coming, people waking up for work in the morning, and man, I explored so much more than I ever could have at night than I can in daytime, because people are looking at you. Where are you going? Why are you going here? There's places that you can't get in, like a lot of the urban exploration that I've done is at nighttime. I know you can do it at daytime too, but it's just so much more intense and surreal at night. Like, you know, you're not supposed to be doing it, and the night makes it even more exhilarating, I would say. Um, Climbing at night, just really anything, you know. And maybe I just don't have the guts to do it in the daytime. I mean, I could, you know, but I could get arrested. I could, you know, people get out of my property. You know what I'm saying? I live in like a state where people shoot you if you get on their property and shit. So it's a little jarring at first, you know. And I've told you guys like the story about how, you know, I broke into this guy's house and I didn't know it was his house, and guy could have shot me and shit. And like, that was scary and almost surreal at the same time. But if you want to hear about that, you can just look up my older videos. But I think that's pretty much it for just me rambling. You know, I just haven't made a video in a while, and I just thought about I just need to get this off my chest, you know, about the darkness and like inside my mind, and what I enjoy outside of it also. Shit, I'm in a dark room right now, just chilling, talking, you know, completely within my own element, you know, alone, just chilling, you know. But I hope you guys have a good night. I always record these at night, so it's always gonna have a good night. And I'll see you guys later. Peace, peace.